Hello, hello, welcome back to my channel. We're up to day 8 of Creep on June, and I missed yesterday. I was feeling I got busy doing other things and then looked at my clock and went, I guess I'll go to bed now. So day 8. It looks to be a little tag. I've seen other people do these. It looks really fun. So let's see what we can make with this. Try to get that kind of straight on that little fold. I mean, realistically, that's basically what it is just to fold it over, and then you can take this tag that comes with it and supposedly slide that in there like that. And that would be, that would be what it is. But, you know, you gotta decorate everything. Needs a closure. Perhaps something on the tag. So then I was looking, and from day 6, where I did the dangle, I had printed out the pocket and the tag from day 6 at 6 to a page, which makes them really small. And they're sitting there on my desk, and they're cute and kind of humorous, and would totally fit. So I'm going to glue the mini tag, because now it's a mini tag, together. That will make it a little bit heavier. This is just on regular printer paper, nothing special. I think I've said it before, most everything I print is on regular, just printer paper. I don't print on heavy paper because I don't like the bulk at the end of my journal. And I'm just going to trim that a little bit to even that up so the white doesn't show. Hopefully. Okay, the white does show. Let's maybe add a little, excuse my arm, a tiny bit of scorched timber around the tiny bit of a tag. I like that. This scorched timber goes so well with this kit. I think I said that like 92 times already. And I printed the tag on 32-pound koala photo paper. It's matte, so it doesn't have a gloss to it. But I think I'm going to I'm going to glue that right at the edge of that, like so. I could also glue it over here, but then it kind of comes out on the other side. Or I could glue it here. Oh, look at all the options you have. Oh. Then you can't see it. Put glue on my little gussets. So hopefully this gives you another idea of something that you can do. Don't be afraid to print either your ephemera or your little things like pockets and tags smaller than they're supposed to be. Play around with things. Make it go how you want it to go. Now, I could, and I think I probably will. Let's make sure that is stuck. I don't know if these are my smallest rivets. Just hang on a second. All right, I do. These are super tiny though. Like super tiny. Hopefully they work. I'll have to use an awl to put a hole in here because they're so tiny. If I use a crocodile, the hole will be way too big. It helps if I put that like in the center. Okay, rivets are different than brads. They're two pieces. They've got a back piece. Let me show you this on a bigger one so that you can actually see. You can get these on Temu, probably Amazon as well. They're different than a brad, and I am a little obsessed with these things. They are, okay, that's only the one side. They are one of the coolest things you will ever work with. I think they're meant for leather working. I discovered them by accident because I was looking for small brads and couldn't find any, and I ran across these. So what you get is you get one piece that has a post on it. You can see that post. And then one piece that is really flat, and they just go together like this and clip. You just push them together and they kind of snap together. These are so tiny, like they're maybe a 1/16 of an inch. And one side on these is completely flat and looks, I think I'm going to put these backwards so that I put the post thing on the front, and then it looks like a tiny miniature little eyelet. Like I put an eyelet in there, even though I didn't. Then I put the flat part, providing I can hang on to it, on the back, and just snap it shut. So now you can see that it's got like, it's gappy, which is fine because I have my flat pliers. So I'm just going to take my flat pliers and go squoosh. And now I have the illusion of a little tiny eyelet. And then a little, it looks like more like a brad on that side. So I can then put it either way. So I can put it in here so that the brad shows brad, or I can put it that way so that it looks like the eyelet is showing. Ah, love that. So much love that. Does give a little bit of dimensionality there, but it'll be fine when it's all done. By the time that goes into a journal, it's not going to be an issue. Try to put things away. And then while I was looking in my, I'm going to put an eyelet on this side and then tie string or something to go around to make it look like it's actually closed. And then when I was digging through my steampunk things bin, looking for these little brads, rivets, they're not brads, they're rivets, I found this stuff that I had dyed last year. I have meters and meters and meters of it, and originally it's white, and I just used distress spray and probably ink to color it. And I'm gonna cut that apart. Like so. And I'm actually going to glue that to the front where the eyelet will go, so that the eyelet kind of goes through part of it and that the rest is glued on. And I think, do I want that there or there? I'm going to put this on this side, and I'm only going to glue it here and here so that it could be like a little tiny tuck spot and something could go in there. I think it's Camellia Craft Designs that has given you the hint, keep your thumb where you don't want the glue, so that you put glue on all the other spots, just to keep a little bit oriented when you put things upside down. Sometimes it can be a little bit like, which side am I gluing? And if you're gluing something like this, make sure that it stays away from the fold, so that when you have the fold shut, otherwise this will bunch back and curl on you, and prevent things from properly shutting. Same with this one, it needs to be far enough away from that edge that it doesn't bunch up. And then I'm wondering, I have now added to my desk part of the Crepe June from 3 years ago, I think it was, the one with the little matchboxes. Don't be afraid to mix and match your kits. I brought it out mostly because there are bits and pieces of this that I really, really, really like. Things like that. Because we already added the verse thing into here. And also it would be really fun to add like ephemera in here if it fits. Like, you want to make sure that whatever you put in there is no bigger, like that would not be acceptable, obviously. These might be too big. Actually, no, they wouldn't. Oh, those would be perfect. These are the tags from that Matchbox kit. I also printed out 4 to a page, regular size. and then 2 to a page. I'm wondering if I want that raven. Of course I want the raven. Slowly but surely, Linda loses all of her desk. I also printed off part of that kit previously on acetate. Oh, yeah. I think this is from, oh no, you know, this is from Tracy Fox's, I used the moth from it the other day, weathered something or other. Now I can't remember the name of the kit, but it's one of Tracy Fox's. It's got some tickets, bunch of butterflies. It's an amazing kit. And I know it seems ridiculous to put glue on acetate. However, this is printed with a laser printer. This is before I wrecked my laser printer. Printing stuff like this. I would be super disappointed that I'd wrecked my laser printer, but I'd gotten over 13 years out of it, so I'm still super disappointed. All right, that's that. And that can go on top. Like, can move that a little bit further back because I do want to put an eyelet in there, and I don't want the eyelet to completely cut out the crow. And then I'm going to glue that over top, even though it kind of obscures the crow a little. Or am I gonna... Originally I was thinking of getting the eyelet through this stuff, but now I think I'm gonna put it over here. This is the thing about working, I've said it before, like, don't think that because you were in your head, oh, I want to put X in this spot, and then later you're like, oh, that doesn't work, now I need to put it here. That doesn't mean that it's a failure, and that isn't an oopsie. It's just like, oh, okay, works better over here, let's move it. It's all part of the artistic process. And we are creating art. We may be making journals. Don't think, I don't, like, there's this whole thing, oh, I'm just making a journal. You're not just anything. You're creating, no matter what you do, if you're doing something like this, it's an artistic endeavor. Don't sell yourself short. And I don't normally do this. Normally I eyeball things because I'm pretty accurate about where things go. And I can never find a pencil anyway, so, you know. Call that center. And my little bin of eyelets now has leftover jump rings. Bronze one. And I had found a washer and it escaped. Look at a washer. Yay. Oh, and that's nice because I can still get things in and out of there. Okay, a little tip for getting, like if you're working with a washer, your base is on this side where it says base. That's the base. If you put, which is actually the other way around. Just, no, I lost my eyelet. Where'd my eyelet go? Find another one. So your top goes in, this is your base. Your base is the one with the pointy out bit. And the little, like if you look at your crocodile, it's got a like longer bit on what is the top. Well, the top goes through the eyelet itself. If you want to keep that washer in and not lose it, put it so that the base is actually on the top after you get the post of your crocodile in, and then it won't fall off, just in case you're, and then you get a nice, like, really nice punch. I want something on that side. Like that is nice. And then let's put, add a label. Label. Okay, these are printed on photo paper, so they're almost like a cardstock, so they're quite heavy. I have them on just regular paper, so again, these are from that Matchbox kit, the Halloween Matchbox Minis. I like to trim that little angle off so that it looks like the rectangular labels. Don't know why I'm cutting it. Oh, I'm cutting it over there so all my paper winds up on the edge. Yeah. And I want that to be bigger. Of course I want that to be bigger. I could also I need to find a bigger label. Okay, I'm just going to use a label that, let's just have a look. And those are too big. That might... These are all just stamped on normal paper, like just copy paper. I tend to do that. I print on things like leftover ledger paper, that kind of thing, and then just cut them out. So I'll mass stamp a whole bunch of stuff when I've got little strips and bits and pieces. I use digitals, I stamp on plain paper, all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not liking any of those. Oh, okay. I often have to remind myself not to overthink things. I tend to be like that I like, oh, that's not 100% perfect, and not do it because I don't think it's, I don't know. It's not that I don't think it's not good enough, it's just not perfect. It won't be perfect if I put it on there crooked. I like that moth better. And then last thing I'm going to do is glue this in half. Like so. Trim that a bit. If anybody else is working on creeping on June, do you find that your like really quick makes wind up being really long? Is it just me that faffs around and is like, oh, I'll do this, and no, I'll do that? Because now I'm looking at this going, oh, that's a tag, I could decorate that. Like, totally, I could decorate that. I could also cut that so that it's all, like, completely straight. That would be a thing to do. Which makes it very apparent I did not actually fold that in half to begin with. And that goes nicely in there. Sticks out enough that you know that there's a tag in there. Get those off my desk. I have a garbage can down there. I'm not just throwing garbage on the floor. I like that, how that sticks out. And this even is kind of cool. And I'm probably going to decorate this a little bit too, but I just need to figure out what I want to put on there. And then let me close all this up. Okay, so that's, I will decorate this, and I need to figure out what I'm going to use for a tie here. I want it to be something kind of grungy, and I need to dig through all my like yarns and stuff like that to have a tie for that. And then that will go, that's 6. That's, I didn't do day 7. I still need to do day 7. So I'm going to put day 7 here. So this would go here. And I'm going to just paper clip that on. And I have these, which are kind of, yeah, I like the, I've also got this, which is kind of vintage. I could, I think I will just clip that behind the tag like that on there for now until I figure out what I'm going to do with it. Some of this stuff may shuffle around a bit, depending. This is like normally, this is not how I normally operate. I have an idea, and it might be day 8, 9. We're at 8, 9. Might be day 9. So stay tuned. I think I'm going to do hidden paper clips for day 9 and use a hidden paper clip to adhere this to like either the top or the side. You bet. So until next time. Oh, I keep forgetting to say this, but I just wanted to thank everybody for, I have had so many new subscribers in the last just week, and so many likes and comments, and it just like almost overwhelms me. I am so grateful, and I keep forgetting to say anything because I get into this zone and my head goes like focused, and but I am so thankful for everybody that stops by and has left a like and a kind comment. It just means so much to me. I'm a really brand new channel, and it really helps YouTube find me. And that's, yeah, until next time, have a lovely crafty day, and I hope you're really enjoying Creep on June. Bye!